Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm just going to show you guys how I do my makeup. I'm getting ready to go to brunch, so I wanted to look cute, so I'm going to show you guys my little makeup routine. I literally do my makeup the same all the time, like even if I'm going for a light beat or like I feel like the way I do my makeup is soft glam, and I'll explain why I feel like it's that. But I never really wore makeup, so like this is just the things that I learned how to do, and I feel like I like how it looks, so I just stuck with it. I'll show you guys the products that I use, and also being like darker skin, I feel like it's really hard to find good like shades of things and things that don't make you look like washed out and stuff like that. So like I'm very particular about the stuff that I use. Not even in particular, but it's just like I found what works, so like I have no desire to like switch any of my products. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to do my makeup. It's really quick. It normally only takes me like 15 minutes, so let's jump right in. I always start with my brows, and I just actually got them done, so they look really good, so I don't have to clean them up too much. Actually, let me get my hair out of the way. I got these from the beauty supply store. They're supposed to be creaseless, so we'll see, because I like to clip, like when I have a bob, I like to clip my hair out of my face, but then I always have to go back in and straighten it again because it always leaves creases, and I feel like I'm still gonna straighten it. Ooh, I like these, and they're pink. That's my favorite color. But okay, so cute. But yeah, I just take a spoolie and I brush my brows in place, and then I use this elf, oh my gosh, where's the name? I use this elf pencil. It's so funny because this girl just commented on my TikTok of me doing my makeup, and she's like, it's crazy that pencil works for you, because I absolutely hate it. And I could see why, but like I don't really do too much filling in for my brows. I just like to draw the line underneath just because I feel like it makes it clean. And then I also do the same thing at the top, but like very lightly. Like I don't really draw. I feel like I have spaces, so I just fill them in. That's literally all I use the pencil for. And then I brush in the product. And like, yeah, I really don't do too much, especially when my brows are done. I probably like do a little bit more when they need cleaned up, but when they're already threaded, it kind of makes it easier. But I literally just use the pencil to draw the line underneath because I conceal, and then I fill any gaps, and I just use like a stroking motion very lightly. So I really don't, I'm not a fan of like really drawn on brows. So if like it keeps this looking natural, and like if I need a tail or anything like that, like I don't know, I just give it some shape or enhance the shape. So yeah, I do that, and then before I put the concealer to clean under, I put the concealer on under my eyes so that it can dry for a second, because I like to give it 30 to like 60 seconds to dry. The concealer that I like to use is by Fit Me. This is a drugstore concealer. I literally buy this from Target. The shade that I use is 50, and this is my shade. Like I love this. I literally have bought so many other concealers, that Too Faced, all types of stuff, and it's like whenever I try a different brand, even if the quality of it is better, I never can find this shade. So I'm sticking with Fit Me because she really don't steer me wrong. I feel like I'm gonna crease no matter what. That's just the way my eyes are. So I've already done, actually I haven't done my skincare. I put on my serum already, which is, this is what I use, the Kiehl's serum, but I have not put on any moisturizer. And I'm actually almost out, but this is the moisturizer I like to do when I do my makeup because it's a mattifying moisturizer, and I have really oily skin, and I feel like when I put on makeup, it makes it even more oily. So I like this a lot. So just put this on real quick. I'm glad I remembered. I need to do my brows, but I need to go to Target and re-up on skincare. I really want to try some new skincare products, actually. So I think I'll probably do that today too. Okay, so like I was saying, I used the Fit Me concealer, and it comes on a little spoolie like this. And I like to just do dots. 2, 3, 4. And then I do put a little bit on my nose. And I'm gonna let that dry. Then to go under my brows, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in shade Chestnut, but I also like Beautiful Bronze. They're very, very similar. And I literally just like squeeze it out of the tube and I put it in the cap just a tiny bit. Especially like when I said, like when my brows are done, I don't really do too much product to them. And I only put concealer at the tail. And then I just drag it out. So I'll show you guys. So I use like a little flat brush like this. And then kind of like tap it in place just a little bit. And then I drag out the product. And I like it this way because again, I feel like it keeps it looking natural and not too much product. Because I feel like when you do the entire line, it's just a lot. And I don't wear like eyeshadow or anything. So I'm like, I just don't want all that concealer sitting under my brow or on top of my eye for no reason. So to me, this works every time. It's just enough and it cleans it up and like just highlights it. Like, I just feel like this gives it like makeup. So yep, I just like brush that in. So same thing here, just kind of tap it in place and then I just drag it out. And then I kind of just lift my eye up a little bit and I bring all the rest of the product down. And sometimes I have to get like super, super close because I don't like I want everything very, very blended. So I want to make sure all of the product is blended in, which is why I like using like a flat brush like this. And then sometimes even I will take a beauty blender and then I'll beauty blend too under my eye. But you gotta be careful, you know, you don't want to mess up your brow, but that works. And then boom, they're just cleaned up. They're very, very light. I go in lastly with this e.l.f. It's a tinted, I don't know why I can't talk. It's a tinted brow gel. And so I just use a little bit of that. Comes in a little tiny spoolie like that. And that's another reason why I don't go too heavily on shading my brows in with the pencil, because I do use a tinted brow gel at the end. There have been times where I've made my brows too dark for my liking, so I try not to do that. But yeah. Boom, bada bam on the brows. They look really good actually. And then time to blend in the concealer. So I don't wet anything. I like it to be like this. It should be like tacky now. So I just take my beauty blender and I blend under my eyes. And I just follow like the U shape of our eyes. But at the tail, I do tilt my beauty blender because it's like at an angle, and I like drag that out. And it literally like just highlights my face. It doesn't really do too much. It just gives me, just brightens under my eye, which I like. And this shade is, I just feel like it's perfect for my complexion. I've used concealers where like it may look good in the moment, but then when I go to take a picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was too bright of an under eye. Because I do like a bright under eye for sure, but this to me is like, oh no, it's just a perfect shade. And then I drag the concealer that's on my nose. I just go directly in the middle and just bridge it up, and I use the tip of my beauty blender for that. And then whatever product is like on this, I'll put some concealer here. I don't actually put it on my face. I'll just use whatever's on the beauty blender. I do that a lot. Sometimes I do that with my nose as well, but I kind of wanted a little bit of makeup. And if I ever feel like I want it to be a little bit brighter, I'll just go back in and I'll just do like a dash and a dash. And I won't let that dry. I'll just blend that right in. I did some cleaning this morning, and I just want to have a little like self-care day by myself. I'm literally just going to brunch for myself. I'm going to sit at the bar, my favorite little place. I'm going to put some cute little heels on, and then I want to go makeup shopping. Yeah, that's my Sunday. So yeah, I just go over everything again. Now I feel like, you know, like it already like highlighted my face and I haven't done anything else. I do not wear foundation. I just do concealers. So after I do that, then I use, this is, I need a new one because it's like no label on there, but this is by Black Radiance. It's actually a foundation stick. It's not a contour stick, but I bought this like when I wanted to try out foundation, and this is not my color. I really have a bad problem with that. Like I'll buy things thinking that like I'm the darkest shade, and I'd be so wrong. So I ended up using it as contour, which I'm happy about. So after I do my concealer, then I like to just pull it on the brush instead of putting it on my face, because again, I just really don't think I need a lot of product on my face. And then I just brush in where I like to contour. I brush right at under my cheekbones. And I feel like we all have a natural contour, so I really just follow my already natural contour. Which is just like all the bridges of my face. And I just like drag the brush kind of slightly. I know like right now it kind of looks all harsh, but that's why we love beauty blenders. So then I take the beauty blender again and I kind of just blend everything, mesh it all together. And I be beating the heck out of my face when I be doing this, like, but I don't want any harsh lines. I want everything to look seamless and look like skin. Like you see how straight, like how harsh this line is? I literally just blend it out on the sides. Like, just blend everything all together. Okay, and then now time for blush. So my rule of thumb when I'm doing my makeup, even though it's very simple, I do the liquid products first, and then I just repeat all of that with the powder products of it. So I just set it all, and that's literally all I do. So I do have a putty blush, which is like a liquid blush. That is by e.l.f. too, y'all. This is like my holy grail. This is in shade Caribbean. This blush is fire. Like it's just the best blush I've ever used. This color, it's like a purpley, like purple looks good on dark skinned girls. Like, so I just kind of smile like that, and I just brush it right at the apples, and I do drag it up just a little bit. And I like blush, and because I know I'm going to set with powder under my eye, I do add a little bit more so I can make sure it actually shows through. I know it kind of looks like a lot right now, but when I blend it out and after I powder, it won't be. And I love that blush because I have it in the putty blush by e.l.f., but then I have it in like a dry form by Black Radiance, but it's literally like the same color. So I love that. The Black Radiance one this is the shade. This is what it looks like. So yeah, I'll use that at the end. And then I go back in with my beauty blender again, and I'll just blend everything out one more time. And then now time to powder. So I use the Laura Mercier powder in translucent deep, but this is like too dark for under eye, because like I said, I like a bright under eye. So I just tap a little of it in the top. And then this is by Revlon. There's like no label on it because I've had it forever, but it's the luxury banana powder. I love this so much. And so I just put some of that in here as well. I literally tap, and then it looks like that. I just mix it all around, and I feel like I just like make my own shade. Makeup is weird. You just gotta play around with stuff and mix things together. Like, it's hard. Like, we all come in so many different colors and so many different tones and undertones. Like, they can't just make perfect colors for everybody. So I'm very big on like mixing things. I use these powder puffs. I got them from Amazon. And I just dab it in the top, and I pick up a lot of the product. So then it looks like this. Then I get a second one, and then I dab off the rest of the product until they're both even, and they look like that, and it's the perfect amount. So then I press into my eye, and I just follow. I drag it out just like that. But I crease a lot, so to me, pressing it in kind of helps with that. Yeah, I'll just sometimes just a little bit on my nose because I get oily right there. But yeah, I always feel like that trick works like perfectly, doing the two together, because it's just the right amount of powder under my eye. And then I'll let that sit for just a little bit while I put, so this is like my foundation. This is like it's a finishing powder. This is by Black Radiance. Again, I probably need a new one. I've had this forever. Yeah, I'm telling you, I do not buy makeup all the time. Like, if it works, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I don't. Just grab this like little brush, and then I mix it all around like that. And I put this everywhere. And I like this a lot. I like using a powder because I'm oily, and so this like mattifies me while also covering up any blemishes that like normally people would use like foundation or concealer for. And so I really like this, and I literally just brush this all over my face. Of course, not like over my eyes and stuff, but just like everywhere else. Like, I'm kind of careful at my brows, but you really can't mess them up. I'll do my nose, get down to my neck. But yeah, that is literally it. So then after that, I will brush away the product that's under my eye. I just use like this big old fluffy brush. These are all like from Target, all of them. And then just brush away the powder that's under my eye. And because I pressed it in, like it's really not a lot to like brush away. This side looks really good. And I don't know if this like messes up the fact that I put powder on and stuff, because I don't really know a lot about like makeup and stuff. But I go back in with my beauty blender sometimes, and I'll just blend out again just a little bit, just because I want everything to be seamless. I don't want any harsh lines. And I feel like when I press with the powder puff, it takes the shape of the like triangle, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll just blend out just a little bit more. And yeah, now time to contour. I'm a Black Radiance girly. Like, they don't even know everything I have is Black Radiance. So this is a contour palette that I like to use. I have both. I have the medium to dark palette, and then I also got the dark to deep, because I feel like when I would contour with that one, that brown is almost just too close to my skin color, and this one is very dark. So I like that a lot. So I'll use the same brush, and I'll just use the darkest one on there, and I'll dab the product on there, but then I like to blow some of it away, and I like stroke so lightly, like I'm barely touching my face, because again, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, and I just don't, I think I'm afraid of the product, because I always tell myself too, I'm like, I barely use any product when I'm doing my makeup, but I just want it to all look pretty light. I don't want to like mess up and put too much or look too, I don't know, done up, and I don't even know really what I'm doing. So yeah, I just dab I just stroke like very lightly. I'm just brushing it literally where my other contour was, and like you see, it's very dark. Like, you can literally see right there. And again, we're gonna beauty blend. So I damn near put too much over here telling y'all I don't put too much, and I just did just now because it's dark. But yeah, I'll just blend that out too. And if I ever feel like I put, like, I don't know, I messed up or I did anything, I'll just go back in with like to highlight over all of it. I'm big on that. I'll drag all the highlighted parts back out. So we're pretty much done. The last thing I have to do is put on my powder blush. And I use this big old fluffy brush for that. I'll just drag some of it on the brush. Yeah, I love blush. Again, never had too much blush. But that is really it. I use this mini NYX setting powder. I'm gonna spray my face. I'm gonna let that dry. Although I said like I'm happy with my products, I am going makeup shopping today, so if anything catches my eye, I might grab things out and try them new. Like, I did buy a new blush that I really like, that's actually a pink and not a purple. It's by Too Faced. I love this blush a lot. So I do try certain new things sometimes, but not often. And the last thing I like to do is do my bottom lashes because I normally have my lashes done. I got a very, very natural set this time. Like it literally just look like a lash lift, but I'm probably gonna get them longer next time. But anyways, I do my bottom lashes with this mascara, and I literally just put a little bit. I always make sure I really get the inner corners, because I feel like when you have concealer, it'll make it like really white right there. I didn't listen to no music because YouTube will flag me. So we just in here silent, rocking out. I'm so hungry. I cannot wait to eat and drink. For all the people who like espresso martinis, have you ever had it with tequila? Like, I'm normally a tequila girl, but I like how they make it, so I never have tried it any other way. But the girls told me I'm missing out, so I gotta try it. Time to do my lip. This is what I use on my lips. It's a brown lip pencil. This is just from my beauty supply store. That's my favorite place to get them. And I just line my lips. You see how dark that is? Like, I can never find lip liners dark enough for my skin. Except at the beauty supply. And I love me some lip liner. Okay, to me, it's doing your lip works so much better when your lips are dry. So I always, like, if I have on Vaseline or anything while I'm doing my makeup, I'll like pat it dry with the paper towel. These are the two colors that I use. This is like my lip combo. The shades are, this is, I don't know if it's upside down in the camera or not, but that's that shade. Use this one first because I feel like this like mutes out my lips, or makes it all one tone. It's very natural looking, but kind of brownish. So I'll brush that in, and this is my ultimate favorite. This is tiramisu. Sometimes I just wear the brown lip in this, but I'll put this right in the middle to pinky out my lip. Oh my gosh, I'm in and out of everything. I'll definitely have to go makeup shopping today. All right, y'all. This is like the final look. It literally just looks like my skin. I feel like it just gives me like a little bit of something. It makes me look put together, I feel like, but it's not too much. My makeup typically I don't really go anywhere or wear makeup like all day long, so I couldn't tell you how long this lasts me or anything like that, but it works for me. I don't use any primers or anything. Like when I do, if I do feel like I want it to last like for real, I will use the e.l.f. grip primer. But baby, I'm going to brunch, going a couple stores, and I'm coming home. So this is, she be eating, like she just works for me, so I love it. Very simple, super quick and easy. I literally can do my makeup 10 to 15 minutes tops, like super quick. So yeah, I'll definitely start doing more makeup videos, because even though I do it the same every time, I still like want you guys to get ready with me and stuff like that. But this is literally my OG every time makeup routine, and those are the products that I like to use. If you have any makeup suggestions, drop them in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys.
Go take a look up in the mirror. You gotta see a little clearer. Who's that woman looking right back? And she's a beauty queen, bad. You ain't nobody's number two. These men, they should be fine.